Hello, ladies. I am Kim Traffin, your hostess inside of the group, and this is an impromptu live. I wanted to come live and talk about creating new results in your business, regardless of what level that you're at. So I'm running the Women Making Money Summer Series, and this is an impromptu episode number 4. So this series is all about giving you the tools and the mindset that you need in order to start making more money in your business. So super fun. If you haven't caught the first 3 episodes, you can find them easily inside this group just by clicking on guides, or you can go out to my website and watch them there. If you're new to this group, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. The goal of this group is to really help you have the trainings and the tools at your fingertips so that you can freaking explode your business growth without working around the clock. Okay, I want everybody making more money and having more time to do the things that they really love, like hanging out with your children. You may have seen my post if we're Facebook friends, my personal page. I shared that I actually gifted myself the time of sleep this week, and I slept in on a random Wednesday morning. It felt amazing, and then I finished watching a movie with my youngest kiddo. It was awesome. I want everybody to have those kinds of days where you are making enough money in your business and have your structure set up so that you can take a morning off if you want to. You can go pick up your children at whatever time they need to be picked up at, or hang out with your friends, hang out with your husband, your partner, your spouse, not feeling like you have to work around the clock. So if you are new here, again, my name is Kim, and my background was in marketing. I spent about 7 years as head of marketing in corporate before I scaled my own business, and I actually scaled to 6 figures while I was still in corporate. So trust me, it's possible, ladies. Okay, this is going to be a lightning fast training, not because the work isn't important and not because it's not powerful, but because it really can be that simple and easy. The harder part might be actually doing the work and shifting it, but we'll talk about that. Because this is one of the most important things that took me a long time to realize in my business. I talk to a lot of women, and they usually fall into one of 2 groups. Most women that I talk to are either not getting near enough clients and not making near enough money. Like they're like, I don't know how to get clients. People aren't coming to me. I'm not sure what the problem is. Or the other group is getting so many clients and they're working around the clock that they can't keep up and they have no idea to scale. So we're going to talk about what's going on inside of your brain and inside of your thoughts, because this is massive. So if we have entrepreneur A and entrepreneur B, entrepreneur A has no clients, entrepreneur B has too many clients. Okay, if either of these, if I ask you, okay, figure out which group you're in. If I ask you, what do you think is causing this? Why is this happening inside your business? Why are you repeatedly getting the same result? And if you were to tell me, I don't know, I'm going to challenge you to dig deeper. What I'm going to challenge you to look at is, what is the primary thought going through your head? So for example, if somebody, entrepreneur A, that is not signing any clients, if they tell me, no, I don't have any fears. Like I know I can do this. I know I want to do this. I know I can serve people. I know I can help people. I'm not worried at all about it. They're just not coming in. I'm going to call bullshit. Okay. I'm going to say BS. And the same thing, if I'm talking to a woman that is telling me, oh, well, I get so many clients, right? I've talked to women that are working around the clock to scrape together like $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And they're working crazy hours. They're working the weekends. They're not seeing their family. They're not hanging out with their friends to scrape up $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Same thing. If I ask that entrepreneur, like, why do you think you're repeatedly getting the same result? Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's look at your thoughts. No, it's not my thoughts. It's not my thoughts. Like, I know I'm worth it. And no, bullshit. Your thoughts always drive the actions that you take in your business. Always. Okay? Sorry, I just got something in my eye. And this is one of the biggest things that I talk with my clients about. Okay, we talk marketing, we talk strategy, we talk content, we talk all the things. The biggest foundational step to scaling a business that you love is being really aware of yourself and what thoughts are going through your head. Because if the thoughts, so with both entrepreneur A and entrepreneur B, the primary thought is usually something along the lines of people don't really want to work with me, or people won't pay X price. And that can show up in either groups. Even if somebody, let's say, is struggling to get clients, I see this a lot. They struggle to get clients, so they lower their price. And then they still struggle to get clients, and they lower their price. And then they still struggle to get clients, and suddenly they're trying to sell like a $20 product. And they might make a sale here or there, but like that's not enough money, right? The problem is when women fall into that trap of constantly lowering their prices, it's because what they think is the problem is the price. They're not looking internally, and when their thought is, nobody's going to pay this, nobody's going to buy it, I don't know where to find people, right? Think about, if you don't know what your primary thought is, what's the last thing that woke you up at night that you were worried about? Or maybe you're somebody that can't fall asleep at night and you have that fear in your mind. Even if that thought is like, I don't know where everybody is, that creates some feeling of discouraged, frustration, right? Like it's not a positive emotion. And then you take action out of that emotion. So if you're wondering where your people are and you're feeling very confused of why people aren't reaching out to you, when you do take actions in your business, first and foremost, this one has been huge for me in the past. How many hours a day do you spend worrying about that compared to showing up and serving your people? Okay, your audiences, wherever they are. So think about that, right? How is it actually showing up in your business? Because we are all responsible for creating the results that we have. On the flip side, if I'm talking to an entrepreneur, that several people I've talked to are in that $2,000 to $5,000 a month range, but they're working crazy hours, it's usually a sign that they're charging way too little, right? They figured out the creating demand thing. They have people reaching out to them, but they're charging way too little, so they're serving way too many clients. And it makes them very overworked, underpaid, stressed. And it sounds like a simple solution, right? Just raise your prices. If it was that easy, you would have already done it. If you're entrepreneur A, not entrepreneur A, you're entrepreneur B, working around the clock, you have a ton of clients coming in, right? If it were that easy, you would have already done it. The deep down fear that I hear from most people, and I want you to really take this seriously and think about what is the driving force for you, whichever camp you're in. The driving force for most women that I talk to is fear that people won't pay the higher price. So they're creating all this demand right now and they're signing clients, but they're afraid if they raise their price, those clients are all going to go away. But what happens if you don't raise your price? You only have so many hours in the day, and that's when you max out, right? You're at capacity with your clients, and maybe you're only making $40,000 to $60,000 a year. Most of my clients have dreams of being multiple six-figure entrepreneurs. If that's you, you really have to stop and look. So that's what I want you to do. Lightning fast training, I want you to pause and really look at what result am I creating right now and what is the primary thought leading to that. Because that is always going to show up in the actions that you take, the energy that you bring to it, how frequently you show up, if something feels easy or hard to you, right? We don't want you dipping into hustle energy. I love it. I'm pretty sure it was Brooke Castillo, the Life Coach School. I didn't read it or hear it myself, but somebody else shared this with me and I thought it was a brilliant quote, a brilliant way to word it. She said, you can't outact a bad thought. Meaning if your thoughts, your brain is driving this car, driving this truck, right? Driving this show. Your brain is the driving force behind it. And if your primary thoughts are like, nobody wants to work with me, nobody's going to show up, nobody's reaching out, and then you just do all these things. So you send like 5 million emails and you show up all the time on social media, but your result line is still like no paying clients. That's why, right? It's not a big secret. It's not a giant mystery, but just maybe nobody has told you that before. Okay, so your homework from this training is that I want you to really take a look at what result are you currently creating in your business and what thought is giving you that result. Because there's always a thought. Now, sometimes they're super surface level. They're like, we're consciously thinking them. We're very aware of them. Maybe it's the ones that we're really stressed about. And sometimes it's a deeper subconscious thought. Okay, so sometimes it takes a little bit more work to uncover what that thought is that's giving you that result. But that's where your work is. Okay, first look at the result you're getting. Figure out what thought is bringing you that result. And then you need to go to work to shift it. That's when these massive changes, this massive growth happens inside of businesses. Okay, this is how my client Robin went from not selling coaching to selling $10,000 worth of coaching in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Awesome, right? So fun. So fun. This is how my client Sarah, that was selling these low-end offers, so like scrambling, that's my term, scrambling every month to figure out how to like get enough dollars in the door because she was selling low-priced offers. And instead we did this work together, really figured out what needed to shift for her inside of her sales process, inside of her own brain, right? And she went, and last week she made one sale that was the amount that she normally sold in total over 3 months. That's when massive change happens in your business. That's when it feels easier. And because it feels easier, because you're actually growing and scaling your business, you still have time to spend with your family. All right, I posted something recently and I don't remember where I shared it, but I said if time was all it took to be successful, you'd already be a millionaire. Right? How many entrepreneurs, and you may be included in this group, I used to be, are working crazy hours but still not seeing the money they want to see? Right? Or working crazy hours and have no time with their family. What's the point? It's not what we're here for, right? We're here to make massive impact, share massive value, have massive success, and have massive enjoyment in our entire lives, right? And how can you gift that to yourself? This week I gifted myself that time to sleep. Nobody in the world could do that for me, right? It's not something that somebody else could buy for me. That was probably the most luxurious thing that I've ever gifted to myself. It was super fun to fly first class last week. That was the first time I had done that. That was super fun, but there's nothing like gifting yourself time, right? Nobody can do that for you. And that is what I want for all of you, for every single one of you, right? I want you to have this major success and have like spaciousness in your days, time with your family, time with your kids, time with your friends, time hanging out, enjoying what you've created. As always, ladies, if you don't already have it, if you go to kimthebusinesscoach.com and click on freebie, you can get my free resource that shows you exactly how to think like a CEO, to start making money like a CEO with all the gloriousness in your day, meaning no hustle, right? Less hustle, more calm. We want you feeling calm and confident, secure, assured. These are money-making, successful emotions. So head to kimthebusinesscoach.com, and if you are looking for help growing your business, maybe you've been curious about working together, you can either drop a comment below, email me, you can go to my website and click on the free consult and fill out an application for it. Regardless of what way you reach out to me, I would love to touch base with you, hear about your business, and then if it does sound like it might be a good fit for me to help you start hitting your goals, whether that's 10K months, 100K business, multiple six-figure business, right? More time in your days. If it seems like we're a good fit, then we'll talk about hopping on that free call and talk about all the nitty-gritty details that are going on in your business and what it could look like if we work together to scale your business. Have a wonderful day. Love to you all. Mwah! Have a fabulous day.